I think I probably should be relieved a little bit that I do not give stars while reviewing any films. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel guys, and recently I watched the Hindi theatrical release Chup, which is directed by R. Balki and stars Dulquer Salman, Sunny Deol and Shreya Dhanvantri in the leading roles. Now when I had done the trailer reaction for this film, it had already intrigued me because obviously it was based on serial killings and plus it was based on the serial killings of film critics. So someone who reviews content on the internet, yours truly, you can understand how excited I was to watch this film. And when you have a director like R. Balki who has also co-written the script, there is always a set of expectations that you have from that film. Because if you see the kind of movies that he has directed before, it's always been very different from the norm. So when it came to Chup, I was also expecting that, yeah, okay, this movie is based on a serial killer who is killing film critics for whatever XYZ reason. But since it is R. Balki's direction, there would definitely be some catch. There definitely are a lot of things which work in the favor of this film, but I found a couple of other things which I thought personally myself that a lot of audience would reject. Now starting with the writing, I would say most of the writing really impressed me because it's not just talking about serial killings. The movie also explores the angle of mental health and depression. And the writing is just not trying to make us familiar with the mental trauma that the serial killer has actually gone through in his past, but the entire ordeal is very smartly connected to Guru Dutt's life. Kagaz Ke Phool has sort of been taken like the foundation of this film. There was a lot of importance given to Guru Dutt's Kagaz Ke Phool in the trailer itself. So that kind of gives you a hint that no, he is going to play an important part in the film. And it's not really just for the heck of it that the name of the film is just thrown around in the story. A lot of the classic songs from that film gets played as the background score. So I thought that way the writing did a really good job. So for me, that was the biggest strength in the writing, is that how well the serial killer's character was developed. So as an audience, you completely understand his point of view. Where the writing actually lagged for me is the other side of the story, which is the investigation side. I felt that the crimes that are happening versus the investigation that is going on, it was not in equal footing. Honestly, I would have loved to see Sunny Deol's character be developed more. The way he is investigating this really gruesome case, because technically they don't have any clue whatsoever for the serial killer. I just could not feel the absolute frustration that a police officer might be feeling, where you have absolutely no leads and you're not able to crack the case. At least for me, it was lacking. If you have watched my trailer reaction of Chup, I said something over there that it'll be very obvious if this person turns out to be the serial killer. Now here, I completely feel that there's going to be so many divided opinions, because when you are watching a film which is based on serial killings, most of the time the directors or the makers do not give away who the killer is. In this movie, it is the absolute opposite. The movie completely makes it obvious that who is doing the killings. So that itself takes a lot out from the mystery of solving the case. And when you want to really engage the audience in these kind of movies, you make the narrative in such a way that along with the police or along with the investigative officers, the audience are also trying to solve the case. And at the end of the movie, the face of the killer is revealed. So this entire thing is completely lacking from this film. Now personally, I did not mind it, because I thought that there are more merits to the writing than demerits, and there are a lot of other factors which was making the film hold on its own. But if you were put off by this factor, please let me know in the comments. Another thing which I really liked about the writing is how well the love story was also integrated in the narration. It was perfectly balanced with the crime part and the investigation part that was being shown, and it's necessary for the script. Like, it makes sense. It's just not been put for the heck of it. One thing I really appreciated about the direction was the amount of gore that was shown. The movie is 18 plus for a reason, and if you are someone who cannot handle violent crime graphics, then yeah, then it's not for you. Then I would really suggest you not to watch it, or maybe just close your eyes when those scenes are happening. But yeah, those scenes have been put there for the necessary impact. I did not expect it, to be very honest, because when the first crime happened and when the victim was shown, I was like, what? Seriously? So you're going to just completely show me this? That's what I truly appreciate about the direction, because you don't see that in Hindi cinema a lot. So yeah, the BGM is amazing, especially the sound effect that was also there in the trailer. Oh, that just was so creepily beautiful. Also, the songs of Kagaz Ke Phool that have been used as part of the narration and BGM, they add a lot to the scenes. I honestly enjoyed the edit of this film because I did not feel that the movie was lagging at any point of time. I went to watch this film with my parents, and when the intermission happened, they both literally told me that we didn't even realize that okay, it's already interval time. That's how hooked we were to the film. Lastly, coming to the performances, so freaking happy to see Sunny Deol in the big screen and in a role which actually suits his personality, his demeanor, and his age. I loved every bit of it, and that is why I personally think that yeah, his character should have been developed even more. The actor who really surprised me was Shreya. She was fabulous. In fact, out of all the actors, I think she was the best one. There is a scene particularly in second half where she completely freaks out, and the way she acted out that entire sequence where she's completely having this mental breakdown, she's freaking out, she has so much anxiety. I think she nailed that scene. Pooja Bhatt's cameo, I feel it was okay. Like, I was not blown away by it, but it was not even underwhelming. I would say just about okay. I simply loved Dulquer in this film, and it's nice to see him trying these different kind of roles. And what I loved about his performance particularly was that it was very understated. A lot of people might mistake that kind of acting by saying that oh, there was no expression given by the actor, but I personally felt that it was the exact right amount of emotion that was required to be shown by this character. Because usually in films we have been shown that people who are going through a lot of mental trauma are very unstable in their behavior and are extremely aggressive. They are loud, they are impulsive. You know, that is the image that gets portrayed generally in movies. So when you come across a character like this who's calm and composed, you might think that no, this person is not emoting enough. But I thought personally that representation was perfect. My father's feedback was the best because the day before we went for Chup, he watched Sita Ramam. So when the interval block came, he's like, I cannot believe he's the same guy who actually sacrificed his life in Sita Ramam. He said it with so much conviction, I was laughing. Then I told him that, Dad, do you know he's Mammootty's son? And he was like, really? Good, no wonder he's acting so well. Yes, very impressed. That was really adorable to see that feedback. I wish I had recorded it, but it's okay. So yes, I would say that Chup is definitely a very decent one-time watch, which has really good performances. The direction and the writing is also done quite well. So I would say it was overall quite entertaining for me. And yes, with that, I will end this review here. Those were my thoughts on the Hindi film Chup. I want to know your thoughts on this movie. If you have already watched it, please do share them in the comments below. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off now from this video. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you soon on my next one. Bye.